Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon and I do have a hobby, and my hobby is that I'm a rail enthusiast. Basically, I'm a train spotter and I also enjoy travelling to different places by train. I am not on YouTube to make myself famous. I do these shows for basically fun, and if my journey is going to plan or not, guess we're going to have to watch this show to find out. Welcome to Simon Train's Railway Journeys. Good morning folks, and welcome to Rugeley Town Station. Today is Saturday the 14th of April and we are doing something special today. First of all, we are travelling to Crewe on regular services. So we're doing Rugeley Town, Trent Valley, then we're going straight to Crewe from Trent Valley by Stoke-on-Trent. Once at Crewe, we've got an hour and a half before the 10 o'clock departure to Holyhead. Now you're probably wondering, hang on, there is no 10 o'clock departure to Holyhead because there's a train at 9:23, 9:40, then 10:23. Don't forget the 9:49 Voyager to Chester or Holyhead. I think it goes to Chester, that one. But yes, there is a train to Holyhead, leaves at 10 o'clock today, which is hauled by 46100 Royal Scot. It is Sapos's train's first charter. It is Locomotive Services' first charter, which will take people from Crewe to Holyhead today, and I'm one of them that's going to be on board that train. Now if I do get some footage on the train, I've got my camcorder on me, which is not showing a screen anymore, but it still records, which is a Canon RF706. I'm filming on the RF806, which is the brand new one. I don't trust that one to be hanging out the window yet. But we are going to Holyhead on the Royal Scot, coming back from Holyhead from the Royal Scot, and then coming back home. Note that I said in my last video this is my last Saturday we'll have free, even though there is 2 more in June, wink wink. But I'll explain that in June, or when it gets uploaded in July. But other than that, it should be a decent day out. I don't know what the weather's like in Holyhead, but probably raining of course, but hope not. And I can't wait to, honestly I actually can't wait to ride behind the Royal Scot, because it's a local that I do need to ride behind. So we're just waiting for the 0728 to Rugeley Trent Valley now, and we'll be on our way once it arrives. I'm just now pulling into Rugeley Trent Valley.
to wash your dishes first, or do you just put it straight in?
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Oh, and it gets rid of all the grease and stuff from the trays. Yeah. No, yeah. Or like some cutlery, like.
Please do not leave any belongings unattended. They may be removed without notice. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed.
Just now on the approach to Crewe.
Approaching Crewe, our final station. Thank you for travelling with us today. Please remember to take all of your personal belongings with you when you leave the train. Please mind the gap between the platform and the train. If you have a pushchair, please step onto the platform first before taking the pushchair off backwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, now arriving into Crewe where the service will terminate. Please make sure you take all personal belongings with you. And mind to step while leaving the train. Please retain your tickets at the ticket barriers for an operation. Once again, Crewe is the next and final stop. All change, please, all change.
Please do not leave your belongings unattended. They may be removed without notice. Thank you for travelling with us today. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, we'll sort it.
Turn on. Normal and walks like that.
Llandudno Junction station is on the North Wales Main Line from Crewe to Holyhead. The first station located to the west of the current station, which was opened on the 1st of October 1858 and served the branch line to Llandudno, which was built by the St George Harbour Railway Company. This line headed to the gangway before terminating in the town. Prior to the completion of the junction station, the branch line trains from Llandudno ran through to Conway. The second line opened was the Conway Bay Line, which opened in 1863, which was built by the Conway and Landhurst Railway and became part of the London North Western Railway in 1867. The station on the present site opened on the 1st of October 1897, after it decided that the station needed to be enlarged in order to cope. The station saw a few remodelling in 1868, and then in 1983, but in 1985 a new power signal box was commissioned at the western end, which controls the junctions along the main line between Colwyn Bay and Conway. The station also has a motive power depot, which closed in 1966. Blimey, you need the Royal Scot to move this lot. Holyhead is 105 miles from Crewe. The first station was opened by the Chester and Holyhead Railway on the 1st of August 1848, but this was replaced by the second station on the 15th of May 1851. The present station was opened by the London North Western Railway on the 17th of January 1866. Originally it had 4 platforms, but only 3 platforms are now in use. The track off the former platform 3 has been lifted. A rail-served container terminal next to the station closed in 1991 when the traffic was transferred to Liverpool, and since been demolished and now used as a car parking area for the Stainer ferry line services. Holyhead has a basic Arriva Trains Wales hourly service which services to Cardiff Central or Birmingham International via Birmingham New Street, where a few services operate to Manchester Piccadilly. Virgin Trains also starts here with 6 departures and 5 arrivals to and from London Euston. Right, we're now at Holyhead, and fortunately we do have some time to kill because the train doesn't leave back to Crewe till 15:55. Now, the best idea I got for Holyhead, because since there's nothing really here, is I'm just going to film the trains in and out of Holyhead, which has started on one just after 1:15. Get one I just got one left. Then I'm going to get a Virgin train service to London Euston leaving at 13:55. Then there's another unit to come in and out, and then that's it. And then I'll just focus on the charter after that. So, go, like I said, do some filming at Holyhead. We're 105 miles off Crewe. And then go back to Crewe on Royal Scot, get back to Crewe, and then go home. Simple as that, really. So, let's see what else turns up. To be honest, nothing really, but that's it.
Good run that, banger. That's the lost time. Still half hour. Apparently it's 90.5 now. Unless we can make up on the lost time.
90?
Yes, that's right.
An hour and a half?
No. Yeah, the next half hour.
Oh, 80 minutes.
As you can see behind me, we're at a booked water stop at Llandudno Junction. We are running mega late because of apparently a track circuit failure between Holyhead and Bangor. We got here about half an hour later than planned, and that's it really. But we are going to be late leaving here. I do have a plan, if I do get back to Crewe or Stafford, to actually get 2 Hoovers, which are on a charter to Carlisle, which went by Carlisle this morning and then back on the, I think they went back on the Cumbrian coast, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it should be the Cumbrian coast.
Yeah. But I don't know if you noticed, but I do have Mr. Harty with me.
Hi!
But as soon as we leave, we're going to be heading back to Chester, then on to Crewe. But at the moment we're not going anywhere because, like I said, we are at a water stop. We're now back at Crewe Station. We just came off that train over there. We just did the Royal Scot. And now we're just waiting for the Class 50s to arrive. They're sitting outside Crewe right now. So they should be here any second. Once they come in, I'm going to get them in, film them out, and then sort of play out later on. But there's your Royal Scot right there. And now I'm going to wait for the Class 50s.
The next train to arrive at platform 5 will be the 1949 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham Street. Holyhead, Stafford, Crewe, Wolverhampton, Smethwick, Waterbury and Birmingham Street. This train is called onboard.
Right, better go get my train. Sadly I had to film it rubbish like that because my train's about to come in now to Stafford.
The next train to arrive at platform 6 will be the 1949 Rugeley Trent service to Chester. Chester, this train is called 5.
370.
I just remember last week of being woken up by the sound of it was all, there was a lot of coughing and you know, they were splitting the train, split the train and coupled it up somewhere else to go on up to Scotland. They went to Port William. I was waking up in the morning and just seeing all the
right here, my little dinky. Whatever will be, will be.
Called the 50s at Stafford. Just passing St Mary's Church now in Stafford, and we're heading to McDonald's. I'm going to get my tea at McDonald's and then I'm going to get the bus back because I missed my final connection back to Rugeley Trent Valley, which is no fault of my own because the charter was really late. I'm going to get the bus at about 20:50 from Chell Road in Stafford. Once that takes me to Brighton, which is when I get off. I'm going to have to do the intro at home now, I'm afraid. So I'm here at McDonald's anyway, but if you go down this street, it's like a 5-7 minute walk from the railway station. Whoop, camera's a bit down. Takes you to the town centre of Stafford. it.
That's right.
We're now back in Britain now. The only reason the 825 is going this way is because the bus stop that I usually get off at is closed, so the literal bound buses are being diverted right into the estate I live in, to be honest. Anyway, I'm only a minute away from home instead of 3 minutes from my bus stop, so I'm going to end it here and I'll do my outro when I get back home, or in 2 weeks. Right folks, I was going to do this outro at my house, but I decided to do it at Trent Valley the next day instead. So this is the 15th of April 2018, not the 14th. But yesterday it was a good day out with the Royal Scot. We travelled 105 miles from Crewe to Holyhead with a pick-up point at Chester, a water stop at Llandudno Junction, and also a drop-off point at Bangor. Arrival into Holyhead. We did arrive there late, like 13 minutes late into Holyhead, which isn't too bad because I think the water stopped us a little bit. On the way back though, we did have no water pressure gauge on the loco, which had to make it depart Holyhead late, so they had to see that through before they decided to take the journey down to Llandudno Junction for the water stop. Otherwise it could have easily had problems. But en route back to Crewe, between Bourg Garden I think and Llanfair PG, the longest name in the world. Don't ask me to pronounce it because I have no idea how to pronounce it in full. But yeah, we did had some problems with the track, signalling problems or track circuit problems, which caused the signals to go standstill. I think that's how it was anyway. I know it was a track circuit failure, but I think it stopped the signals from going green. But yeah, by the time we got back to Crewe, it was actually 50 minutes late. That's 50 minutes late. Just luckily got back to Crewe for the 50s, because they came on platform 1. They were held outside Crewe until I got back, and then quickly got over to platform 1, got the 50s arriving and departing. I actually got the 50s departing Stafford, but I know the footage of Stafford is a bit rubbish because before I had time, because I thought they were going to send the train I came off from first, but it turns out that wasn't the case. They sent the 50s first before the train, because I think it stopped at Penkridge, to be honest. But oh, that has been a good experience behind the Royal Scot. It did sound lovely on the return because we were right at we were behind the 47 going up, which was the former 47-501 Craftsman. I think it was D1944. On the way back we were right behind the support coach, so the loco was behind the support coach, but it did sound wonderful across the North Wales coast. They did offer us some free Bucks Fizz Orange before we started. I think it was a complimentary drink to celebrate their first operation, but it was absolutely lovely. I will also advise you this as well. Safos trains don't mind you with your camcorder out the window filming, but as long as you don't stick your head out the window, it's fine. Even though it does say on their coaches, do not stand in the vestibules, but they don't mind it, to be honest. They're fine with it. But anyway, like I said, it has been a good experience behind the Royal Scot, which was beautiful. I have seen that loco many times, but riding behind it was my first time yesterday. So I'm going to end this show now. So hopefully you enjoyed the charter I was on going to Holyhead and back behind the Royal Scot. Thank you for watching. You subscribe to me at Simon Trains Rail Journeys on Facebook. Twitter at Simon Trains, Instagram at Simon Trains. I'm about to wait for this 10:44 Sunday service to Stafford, which goes on to Crewe, so I can get to work. But after this video, like I mentioned before, I'll be working Saturdays from now on, except for 2 days in June, which someone is nicely want to do a swap with me. So the next trip, I don't know when the next trip's going to be. I think it might be a 2-day in London, I'm not too sure. But hopefully you enjoyed this show. Thanks for watching, that's if you still are, and I will see you on my next adventure.